Students, till now we have done about 4 techniques which are used in agriculture. Firstly, we did preparation of soil, which is called plowing. Secondly, we studied about sowing, means addition of healthy seeds to the soil. After that, we did adding fertilizers and manure to the soil to provide nutrients to the soil. And then we completed irrigation, means how water is supplied, means supply of water to the crops at regular intervals. And then we discuss about different techniques of irrigation. Now next technique, next agriculture practice is protection from weeds. Firstly, you should know what are weeds. Weeds are the undesirable plants which grow along with the main crop. So we can say the undesirable plants or unwanted plants which grow naturally with the main crop are called weeds. There are many examples of weeds, like you have seen Chenopodium, which is also called Bathua. In the same way, wild oat, Amaranthus, which is called Cholai. So certain plants grow naturally along with main crops like wheat crops or rice crops, and these unwanted plants are called weeds. And the process of removing weeds from a crop field is called weeding. What is weeding? The process of removing weeds from the crop is called weeding. Now question arises, why this weeding is necessary? Why we have to remove the weeds from the soil? As we know, weeds are the unwanted plants. So weeding is necessary since weeds are also plants, so they compete with the main crop for water, nutrient, space and light. So all these requirements they take from the field. Therefore, they interfere with the main crops, and even during cutting the main crop, they interfere in cutting. So we have to remove the weeds. What are the reasons of weeding? Number one, weeds interfere with the main crop during the cutting process, and secondly, because they are also plants, so they take water, minerals and other nutrients from the soil, and it decreases the amount of nutrients in the soil. So we have to control the weeds. Now farmers adopt or follow many techniques to remove weeds and control their growth. Firstly, generally farmers do tilling before sowing of crops. During tilling of crops, means preparation of soil, before sowing of the main crop, these weeds are uprooted or killed. So in this way, during preparation of soil, farmers control the weeds. But the best time for removal of the weeds is before they produce the flowers and seeds, because if they will produce the flower and seeds, they will spread in the whole field. So the best time for removing the weeds is before they produce the seeds, because due to presence of seeds they will spread over a large area. So whenever there are weeds in the field, we have to control them before producing flowers and seeds. And second method, when weeds grow in the field, they can be controlled with manually, like by using a khurpi or a seed drill. These are certain devices which are used to control the weeds. So there are generally 2 methods to control the weeds. Number one, manually by using a khurpi or a seed drill. Secondly, there are certain chemicals available in the market which are called weedicides. These chemical substances which destroy the weeds but do not harm the main crop are called weedicides. There is given one common example of weedicide, which is 2,4-D. 2,4-D means dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. What is the full form of D? Dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. In the same way, butachlor, there are many weedicides available in the market which control the weeds. Now there is given this column, do weedicides have any effect on the person handling the weedicide sprayer? We know generally these weedicides are sprayed in the field, but because these are chemicals and these are non-biodegradable chemicals. There are many harmful effects of these weedicides if we inhale them. So whenever we spray them, we should take proper precautions. Secondly, these are also not eco-friendly. They pollute the environment. So we should minimize the use of these chemicals. In place of these chemicals, we should use some bioweedicides. Bioweedicides means certain type of microorganisms which can kill these weeds. So if we are using these chemicals, we are using these weedicides, we should use them carefully. And if we are spraying them, we should cover our mouth with a cloth piece so that they may not enter in the human body. These are very harmful. Secondly, beside these weeds, we should also protect the crops from birds, animals and certain diseases. If we want to protect the crops from stray animals, we can put a fence all around the field. Similarly, birds can be scared away from the field by beating a drum or with the help of a scarecrow. Children, you must have seen a scarecrow. Means a person standing in the field. Some puppet like structure is made in the field. This is made to scare the birds. Similarly, plants are also damaged by certain diseases caused due to fungi, bacteria or viruses. We should also protect the plants from these diseases. How we can protect the plants from these diseases? We should select such seeds which are disease resistant. Secondly, we can also treat the seeds with certain fungicides, insecticides, pesticides which destroy these harmful microorganisms. In the same way, we can also spray insecticides, pesticides which kill different types of harmful insects and pests. So in this way we can protect the our main crop. Now next technique is harvesting. What is the meaning of harvesting? Harvesting means cutting of the mature crop. The process of cutting and gathering of a mature crop is known as harvesting. Harvesting can be done with the help of certain agricultural tools like a sickle, or nowadays it is done with the help of a machine called combine. In harvesting, crops are pulled out or cut close to the ground. It usually takes 3 to 4 months for a cereal crop to mature. Means generally a crop takes 3 to 4 months to mature. Initially we did harvesting by Scorpio certain agriculture tool which is called sickle, but nowadays it is done with the help of certain machines which are called combine. Here in this picture you can see that there is shown the picture of a combine, which is a thresher as well as it harvests the crop. So it is written, this is carried out with the help of a machine called combine, which is in fact a harvester. Harvester means which cuts the crop, as well as a thresher. Thresher means the process of removing the seed grains from the chaff. So it cuts the crop as well as it removes the grains from the chaff. Farmers who are having small lands for farming, they separate the grain from the chaff with the help of moving air, and this method of removing the chaff from the grain seeds with the help of wind is called winnowing. Wind means moving air. Now there is given one paragraph after harvesting. What happens? Certain stubs are left in the field which are burned by farmers. Paheli is worried. She knows that it causes pollution. Students, you can see now in April month the harvesting of wheat is going on, and sometimes the stubs which are left in the field, they are burnt by the farmers, which causes a lot of air pollution as well as soil pollution. So we do not burn any left thing in the field, otherwise it is going to harm the environment. Now harvest festivals. On 13th you must you must have celebrated the festival of Vaisakhi. Children, do you know why this Vaisakhi is celebrated? These festivals are also based on harvesting. After 3 or 4 months of hard work, there comes the day of the harvest. The sight of golden fields of standing crop laden with grain fills the hearts of farmers with joy and a sense of well-being. When the crops are ready to cut, the farmers celebrate different festivals. The period of harvest is thus of great joy and happiness in all parts of India, and some festivals are associated with the harvesting of crops like Pongal, Baisakhi, Holi, Diwali, Nabanya and Bihu. So all these festivals are celebrated when the crop matures. Now the last technique which we follow during the agriculture, that is storage. Crops are seasonal to provide food grains throughout the year, and at every place in the country these are kept in storage. Storage means keeping the food grains safe for long time. Harvested food grains contain more moisture which promotes the growth of fungi on grains and spoil the food grains. So generally farmers or people dry the food grains before they store them. Before the food grains are stored, they are dried in the sun to remove the excess moisture, and then the dried food grains are stored in a suitable storage. On the domestic level, if I talk, food grains are stored in small containers, as you can see in your homes, made of tin coated iron or in some mud or some clay pots. But on commercial scale, these food grains are stored either in gunny bags or in silos. The gunny bags filled with the food grains are stacked in large godowns, and these large godowns for storing of grain seeds are called granaries, and silos are the cylindrical structures which are used to store the food grains. These are the silos. Here these structures are the silos, and these godowns where food grains are stored are called the granaries. So in this way the food grains are stored in a large level. We have to add certain things to the food grains to prevent them from spoilage. We add some, you must have seen your mother adding some neem leaves or mastics in the these food grains, so that the insects and pests may remain away from these food grains. Thus in this way specific chemical treatments are needed for keeping these grains safe for a long time. Perishable food materials have very short shelf life under ordinary conditions. Therefore these food materials can be stored safely in low temperature. Low temperature slows down the growth of bacteria and other microorganisms, and due to this the food retains its nutritive value and can be kept safe for long time. At homes the perishable food materials are stored in refrigerator, but on commercial level the perishable means which spoil easily. The perishable food materials are stored in either deep freezers or cold storage. So in this way we can store the food grains as well as the perishable foods. Today you will complete all the techniques related to the agriculture. Thank you.